Good evening, my friend, and welcome to WDW Radio Live from my mom's kitchen. All right, there we go. Let me try this again. Now, welcome to WDW Radio Live from my mom's kitchen in beautiful New Jersey. As you can see, I am neither in the home studio, in my office, at a Disney park, at the Boathouse, which is sad and shocking all at the same time. I am, in fact, in beautiful New Jersey. I had to come up to address some of my mom's estate issues. I was supposed to be home on Monday. It's Wednesday. I'm still here doing my thing as a good son should do. So hopefully you're looking down and like what I'm doing. I had planned, I'm like, oh, this actually works out great because I'm going to take you with me. We're going to go to the boardwalk, get ourselves a cheesesteak, salt and vinegar fries, some ice cream, some good Jersey pizza. We'll play some claw games. We'll walk around. And I went to the boardwalk and it's closed. Just the whole boardwalk is just shuttered. You want to know why? Because it's a Wednesday in October 2020 with all the COVID stuff. So the boardwalk was shuttered. I couldn't even the lights were off. Like it was black. It was kind of scary. Borderline zombie apocalypse movie, which is why I hustled my little, not so little butt back here to start on time. So you don't get Disney, you don't get a cheesesteak, and we don't get Boardwalk Arcade. It's a lose, lose, lose all around. But I could not go live tonight because seeing you is truly the best part of my week. And, you know, sometimes you guys say to me, like, hey, I really needed the show this week, or I really needed to watch the live video this week. I really needed you this week. It has been a very difficult and emotionally, physically, God, I've never done so much exercise, like carrying stuff. It's been emotionally, physically, and mentally draining few days, and I have been looking forward to this. I'm disappointed I couldn't take you to share in that oh so very delicious cheesesteak with me, but I had one the other day, and it was phenomenal. And I also had, let's just go. Listen, again, guy who's going to make lemonade from lemons, I have to come to New Jersey, deal with my mom's estate and all the things. I'm going to make lemonade. I had a pork roll, egg, and cheese more than once. I had some really good Jersey bagels. I had a cheesesteak, salt and vinegar fries on the boardwalk. I had ice cream just because I was supposed to. Then I got 2 slices of pizza to take back here with me. And I ordered in really good Chinese food. I forgot how good the egg rolls are in New Jersey. Like, move to Florida, obviously, but visit Jersey just for the egg rolls and the bread and the pizza and the cheesesteaks and the fries. So I'm sad we couldn't share in those together tonight, but I had to just pop on anyway and see you, find out how you are doing. My week has been pretty uneventful. Nothing that you'd care to see. Listen, nobody wants to watch me going through drawers upon drawers and cabinets upon cabinets of I don't know, Mom, why you ever had a garbage pail in the house, because you saved every single piece of paper ever. Some of them are wonderful, and they're heartwarming, and they're nostalgic, and tears of joy and memories. I have pictures from me in Disney that you'll probably never see. I will carry them to my grave like the grease tape, but it's just been a lot of stuff. So the food and you have made it a very, very nice balance. I haven't really even been online at all, other than just taking care of estate-related emails. So I don't even know you need to tell me what's going on in Disney World, because I have no idea. I have been very much out of the loop, and I also have to apologize. I tried desperately to get a show done before I left. I expected to be back on Monday. I was supposed to be back on Monday afternoon. I was going to record Monday night and stay up all night. So you had it bright and early for your commute down the hall to your Zoom call, bright and early Tuesday morning. And there you go. So here we are. It didn't happen, but I promise I will catch back up this weekend. So it's just been a lot to juggle. So for those of you single, married, kids, no kids, listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Get your affairs in order. Get your affairs in order. Leave for whoever is to follow behind you. Leave instructions, leave passwords, leave a hard drive. Go just start writing stuff down. Do a favor for the people who are to follow behind you. But and for those of you who are watching live, again, I'm sorry that I'm not in Disney. I'm not in the office, and I can't even tell you about what's going on in Disney World because I'm not there. I do know that, and I saw somebody just posted that the annual pass holder shop just opened. I was supposed to be there yesterday, today. I don't even know what day is today. I was supposed to be there yesterday. It didn't happen. But there's a new pass holder shop in Epcot. I'm sure it's wonderful, and there's cool merch with Figment and stuff on it. Becky, yes, I promise I will do. I was like, oh, maybe I should bring a microphone so I could record. Well, not that I've had time. I've gone from about 7 in the morning to about 12, 1 o'clock at night every single day, working my little, not so little, yeah. So Shelly just made a will. Listen, whether it's a will, whether it's just writing down, like, or putting in a spreadsheet or doing something like locations of stuff, passwords, important account information, leave that stuff behind where somebody can find it. Make it easy for them. Jim said he made a biography for his kids. That's beautiful, man. I would love to be able to do that, but my kids can just listen. Listen, you want to know what Dad was doing his whole life? Just listen to the show. Or don't. That's fine. Whatever. You were on half of them anyway. But, so, yeah. So it's been interesting. This has really been my first time back to New Jersey in, I can't even tell you how many years. I just don't have occasion or reason to come back. Cousin Mariana, it's good to see you. Yeah, I was supposed to be home on Monday. I'm still here. Mariana, you know my mother. She saved everything. All right, I kid you not. I almost did this upstairs. So my mom's bedroom upstairs has like a little home office in the corner of it with, some cabinets and drawers and stuff like that. I kid you not, my hand to God, 21 contractor size garbage bags full of stuff. 21. Not 19, not 23, 21. Because it's really important to keep all your credit card receipts from 1979. And my mother was very didactic. She wrote everything down. I wish it could be a little bit more like that. But there's been a lot of, there's been a lot of paperwork, a lot of stuff, man. So simplify your life, minimize your stuff, and leave behind. Don't even leave behind photos unless they're digital, because photos are really, really heavy. I know. I've been lugging boxes of them up and down. Jeremy Goff, I will tell you that my close friends who live near to me know that when that moment passes, that I'm history like the Aztecs. They know to take my computer, burn it, and then throw it in the ocean. Just don't Google it. Everything that my family needs is on a piece of paper and on a hard drive. Do not go through my computer. So, yeah, it stinks, man. Make it easy for your kids or for your family or for your friends. So, but it's okay. It's there's a lot of memories I was here. I had to shoot to Pennsylvania for a day. There's been a lot of wonderful memories that have resurfaced. I actually found today. I'm going to cry when I say this. As a young kid in my room, I had this big trunk, this big old trunk, like with leather straps. It was super, and it was my toy chest. And my brother and I would eventually share it. And I found it today, behind boxes of paper, Mom, I found the toy chest and so many cool toys, including the entire set of original Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back figures on their cards. Battlestar Galactica, Space 1999, like these little race cars and stuff. Yes, there was some Disney stuff in there too. So I'm shipping all that stuff back. So it's been a nice, happy trip down memory lane. So did I mention there's a lot of stuff here? There's a lot of stuff to do. So Michael Kemp found his father's tax returns from the 50s. I get it. My mom had an antique store at one point. My parents are the ones who taught me about entrepreneurship, and when I didn't even realize it. So growing up, they always had side hustles and side businesses. They had an antique store and a flea market and a bagel store. And I found handwritten records of every single antique and the price they paid and where they bought it in all these books, just incredibly detailed and organized. Mom, if you would have learned how to use a computer, you would have been like killer, man. You would have been dangerous. But everything was on paper. Everything was handwritten. So there was a lot of dead trees in this house. My mother definitely contributed to any sort of tree shortage. It's because of the record keeping that was in here. But it's a hard thing to go through, and I know I see a lot of you have gone through it with your parents and siblings and uncles and aunts. And while it's hard, you should always, I know my mom would not want me to be sad, and dad would want me to be sad, but definitely, so Jim says more eBay items. Yeah, I'm shipping, so far, I'm already shipping 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm shipping 7 boxes down so far. I have to go home tomorrow because I have another commitment this weekend, and then I'm probably gonna have to come back a couple more times and do this all over again and keep going. There's a lot of stuff here. So, and I heard my mom yelling at me. Like, do you ever have conversations like with your parents after they're gone, like telling me, "Don't throw that away. That's valuable. What are you doing, Louis?" Like I could hear you the entire time. But listen, it's we keep moving forward, or some nonsense like that. Mariana, I know that you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. So, but it's like I said, there's a lot of good memories. So I'm down the shore in New Jersey. This is not the house I grew up in. I grew up in Plainfield, but this was a house that my dad built a number of years ago. Really wanted it to be, and was for a long time, a place that he and my mom and us and my kids and the grandkids were able to get together. So sad to see this have to happen, but return the pace. Mariana, the Italian Catholic guilt was turned up to 11 as I was cleaning. Every time I took out another garbage bag, I heard my mother yelling at me. So my father saying, "Throw it out. What are you keeping that for?" And my mother going, "Nikki, please, that's really important. He needs the tax returns from 1984 just in case." Every credit card bill, every single one, saved. Which, a lot of office supplies too. You had a thing with office supplies, Mom. I don't know what. Whatever. Anyway, so Marcus, thank you, man. I appreciate it. So, and yeah, somebody said, I think Zach, somebody said there probably will be some additional eBay auctions. So, but there are some things too that I'm bringing home. I sat in the garage today, and when I found the trunk, and my Battlestar Galactica figures were still mint on their cards. I was very careful with my toys. So usually what I would do is my parents were very generous, so they would get one for me and get one for my younger brother. So I would play with his, and I would keep mine in the packages. So, it was a win-win because now I get them all over again. So, I know I haven't. I just have to make sure I don't do exactly what my parents did and just leave more junk for my kids. So look for the eBay auctions to get into full swing, because my desire to simplify and minimize is going into overdrive as soon as I get back. All that stuff that you see on the shelves behind me, it's going. Like, I'm going to save a couple, but a lot of it is going. Because the stuff isn't important. It's not. It's just stuff. Like, the stuff that's here, I don't need it anymore because I have the memories, I have the experiences. I don't need the physical, tangible reminders. Photos are great, especially if they're digital. I'm going to hey, if anyone wants to come over and digitize about 50,000 photos, come on down. We'll order some food, and although the pizza in Florida is not as good as it is in New Jersey, that's definitely been reinforced. Oy, the bagels are so good. Oh God, I had up this morning, I have to tell you, I had a pork roll, egg and cheese with salt, pepper, ketchup, obviously. But this time, they plussed it up. They put hash browns on them. I sat at this table and I looked out over the ocean water and I listened to the waves outside, and I had one of the biggest smiles on my face that I've had in a long, long time. Because man, oh man, there's nothing like a Jersey bagel. And for those of you in Florida, you can Google what pork roll or Taylor ham, call it what you want, is. So Becky says, who is posting as me? That frightens me. I don't know if you're kidding or not, but I'm not in any state to worry about that kind of stuff. Chef Bob Getchell, the Florida pizza is terrible. I agree with you. It's the water. It is the water. The mineral content is different, without a doubt. But Chef Bob, I told you, my mom was I wouldn't say she was a picky eater, but sometimes she knew what she liked. My mom loved the Boathouse. My mom loved the Boathouse. I remember the first time I took her there, I was so nervous. It was bringing my mom to the Boathouse was like bringing my mom to meet a new girlfriend. What is she going to think? I love this girl so much. I hope my mom likes her. What if she doesn't? Then I'm going to have problems. My mom came in and she raved about it. She would rave about it. I took her there twice. I think we went on, it wasn't Christmas Eve, Christmas Day or somewhere around Christmas time. And she just loved every part of it. And I was like, thank you, sweet baby Jesus. Thank you, Chef Bob Getchell. She loved it very, very much. So that always meant a lot. So she and my dad, who never got to go to Boathouse, which is sad because my dad loved oysters. My dad and mom are hanging with Walt Disney having Boathouse oysters right now. So that I find some semblance of consolation in that. Beth's only been to Princeton. Yeah, she was a particularly, Boathouse was single-handedly changed the pizza in Florida. It really is. It's not just, it's the water, it's the mineral content in the water, but it's also the type of flour that they use and the semolina and all the different ingredients make for a very different taste, and even the way that it's cooked. Todd Wistreski, you get it, brother. A Brooklyn water bagel. The Brooklyn water, which is actually very cloudy, in a good way. I remember as a kid growing up, why does my water look white? But it is. It's the mineral content and the stuff that's in the water that makes it taste so good. And I'm really sad that the boardwalk is not open, not just because I really, really, really wanted my last meal here to be a cheesesteak, but I wanted to show it and share it with you and take a walk. So I apologize for that, and unfortunately I have to leave. But next time I come back, I'll take you live from the. Amanda says there's got to be a Boathouse in heaven. Boathouse is kind of like heaven. It's sort of almost a stepping stone. Boathouse is heaven on earth. How's that? That's how much I love it. And Chef, I got to call you because I'm coming back again in a couple of weeks, so I need to make a reservation with you. So that's where I am. This is where we are. And now I'm starving once again. I think I'm going to have to find a place. Somebody just said, oh, so good, as WDW Radio. That's really odd. It's odd and it's strange, and I will figure that out. So Nadine, I am in I'm in the Jersey Shore. This was my mom's house. I am here starting to take care of some of her estate affairs, which are overwhelming to say the least. And I am dealing and compensating by eating in stupid amounts of pork roll and bagels and Chinese food and pizza. And I need to get a cheesesteak desperately. I'm gonna find a cheesesteak when we're done here. So yeah, Martin, not one, not two, but three. I'm dealing with three at the same time. For the person who is somebody is maybe it's one of the admins on the page. It must be. It just identify who you are, or just text me so I know who you are, because now it's starting to freak me out. Pat's Pizza, Lorraine. Oh, Lorraine, I forgot that you're here. I haven't been out very much. But Pat's, I think that's where I was looking on the Google that I'm going to order a cheesesteak from when we are done here. And then I have to get back upstairs and downstairs and keep doing my thing, because I have to leave tomorrow and head back. So Lou's coming back, send out the fleet, get more tuna. Oi, if you have not had the tuna, both the appetizer tuna poke and the coriander seared tuna at the Boathouse, you don't know what you are missing. I will take you there. I will go with you. Chef Bob, it is just the best. And even the crab and avocado appetizer is insane. You can go to Boathouse and just do sort of an a la carte, like seafood tower thing. And that is just, it is insane. It is insane. So, am I planning on going back to Scotch Plains? I need to check out Massa. No, I'm probably not going to hit Scotch Plains, although I do need to go to Bound Brook for something at some point. So maybe I'll swing by my old house while I'm up that way. So, yeah, I've tried to accomplish a lot in a short period of time. I had to go to the Poconos one day. It's on Route 88. Maybe I'll have them deliver, or I'm actually wearing pants tonight, so maybe I'll actually drive there. So Melanie Jones knows the tuna poke is just heaven. It's even better when you have it with Melanie Jones. I don't actually speak from experience, but I'm sure it has to. So Marco and Manco pizza, coriander tuna. Stuart Sternberg from the WDW Fan Zone, I agree, brother. The crab cake Boathouse are incredible because they're not like all filler, like it's crab, like, yeah. So Becky Menken, when you come down, when you finally get back to Florida, we are going to have a date, me and you, at the Boathouse. And you can buy dinner and have anything that you want. You heard me say Becky can buy dinner. So, but yeah, we will celebrate your return. No delivery. It means I have to go out. I'm not sure who's posting as WDW Radio. I have to believe one of the page admins might be doing it, or somebody else has hacked into my page. We'll figure out. Things have been closing early around here. Yeah, so I will tell you, it's definitely different coming from Florida, where things are pretty much open, to here in New Jersey, where a lot of things are not. And so I went to go buy a bagel the other day, and I placed my order, and the guy's like, okay, wait outside. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just sort of moved away down the counter. He's like, no, dude, wait outside. Like, you need to step outside the building, and then we'll call you and let you know when to come in. So it is very different. Somebody asked me where in the Poconos I was. I was in a town called Albrightsville, sort of near like Great Gorge. So I don't know why is Deanna at WDW with Lou Mangello? That's sort of weird. And I don't know why. Why are you not you? And as opposed to, whatever, we'll figure it out. Doesn't matter. But at least I know who it is, and it's not some crazy hacker from, Uzbekistan or whatever it is. So, Oh, Gail Zuma's from Howell, New Jersey. I as a kid, speaking of kid, I had a BMX bike, and I remember my mom driving me down to this BMX track on Route 9 in Howell, New Jersey, which seemed like it was a million miles away, and I couldn't believe my mom would do that for me. I had my little mongoose bike and my helmet. No photos of that either. Nobody needs to see. There's a lot of photos that I found that nobody needs to see, although I did find a couple from some early Disney trips that I'll scan in and I will share, because it is my love of Disney. The reason why I'm here is absolutely because of those early trips, and thanks to you should have pretended to be Lou from the future. I don't know what Lou at the future looks like or the stuff he would say, but no matter what, it's sort of still weird and freaking me out. So, did I leave my laptop open? She figured out my password. Now I'm really in trouble. Somebody get up there and burn my computer. Just rip it out of Deanna's hands and go and burn it, throw it in the ocean. So, at least Becky didn't hack my Walt Disney World account. Yeah, Becky hacking any account would freak me the freak out. So, she's in the office. We'll be streaming the grease tape. Deanna does not know where the grease tape is. There's only one person on this planet that knows, and it's this guy. You're sitting in my Spider-Man chair. Woman, get out of my chair. It's the throne. It is for, beat it. What? Wait a minute. I don't even have a computer in my office. Do I? I don't know. When I was talking to Fred, I had to ask about the grease tape. I had to, listen, you think you want to see the grease tape. I promise you that you don't. There's not much to see there, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Lou from the future probably will still be talking about the Boathouse. Listen, my love of the Boathouse comes from a pure, unadulterated love of the Boathouse. Even if I didn't have the show and you and everything else, I would still rave about the Boathouse. So, Zach Brown, from the Zach Brown Show, by the way, when you're done here, if you're looking for a podcast while you're waiting for the next episode of WDW Radio, which will be next week, I promise, go check out the Zach Brown Show. So, Deanna Mangello, do not speak of the whiteboard. You know, do not betray the whiteboard or any other boards. Get out of my office. You're freaking me out, woman. So stop trying to convince my wife to show the whiteboard. Kevin Shea, what's going on? So, Chef Bob, I have my Boathouse chair at my house, and nobody else is allowed to sit in that. I wish I could take it with me to the Boathouse so I could actually just bring it and have somewhere to sit when I go there. What is the best night of the week to eat at the Boathouse? I think any night is the best night. Seafood comes in fresh daily, so it's not like, picking one day of the week is better over the other. I think weekdays are often great because it's not obviously as crowded as it is on the weekends. So hit it up on a Tuesday or a Thursday or Wednesday while you're watching the show. We're going to do that. I talked to Chef Bob. We're going to do the show live from the Boathouse one night very, very soon, right? Especially now that the weather is getting nice. We'll sit outside, we'll get a little chair, we'll have a little nosh, and we'll be live from the Boathouse. And if you've never been there in the evening, sitting outside is just beautiful, especially if you can time it right. At sunset, a little amphicar like going by, the characters in flight balloon, the sun setting. It's just spectacular out there. Really, really nice breeze, amazing food. Exceptional service. So you go for the food, you come back for the service. 2 rules in the office: no touching the whiteboard and stay away from the Spider-Man underoos. Don't worry, I brought them with me. So never, ever leave home without my Spider-Man underoos. So stop asking to see the whiteboard, please. I'm having the DTs to begin with. It's only making it 100 times worse. So, Kate Wallace, yes, I'm in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey, taking care of some family business, and then heading back. So heading back tomorrow. I hope that there's no running amok in my office. Please, I need to start. Note to self: put padlock on office door. Reminder: put padlock on office door. Someone said, I think Boathouse on July 20th would be amazing to celebrate my 50th birthday. Beth Strickland, I think any day is a good day to go to the Boathouse. Carrie's Array, we have been to the Boathouse together for lunch. Lunch is beautiful there too. Lunch is really, really nice at the Boathouse. Usually super, super quiet as well. So Melanie Jones, the oysters are so good. The Lucky Ducks are the best oysters I've ever had. And I've been to a lot of places in Florida, like Apalachicola oysters are normally very, very good. I think the Boathouse Lucky Ducks are just the best you'll find anywhere because they're small and they're flavorful and the texture is right and they're cold. Oh, and they're shucked clean. Never a grain of sand shall enter a Boathouse oyster. So, yeah, I need to go back soon, very, very soon. So, Christopher is on Long Island. Used to go to the power boat races years ago. Yeah, I'm really sad that the boardwalk was closed. Not just for my cheesesteak and French fries and ice cream and fudge and pizza craving that I have, but I really want to take you guys and walk with you. So I apologize instead that we're in my late mom's kitchen, but yet here we are. And I think that's the whole thing. It doesn't matter where you are when you're with friends. It just matters that you're together, right? Although I am famished and I've eaten all the Chinese food, so I've got nothing left. So, William Krasinski, I do need a secret room in my house. I need like Benjamin Linus in Lost in New Otherton. I need that secret room behind the bookcase. And I'll have to, the next time I get a house, I'm going to. Carrie says, I never thought I'd be a fan of the Boathouse, a fan of oysters until the Boathouse. Boathouse will make an oyster lover out of anybody. Zach Brown, you know that crab and avocado is so, so good. Zach Brown, don't we have like a business meeting or something that we have to have at the Boathouse soon? Allison, I have seen some beautiful fall leaves. I did drive up to Pennsylvania on Saturday, and the leaves were beautiful. Chef Bob, I would bring you saltwater taffy, but I just came from the boardwalk and it's closed. If I can find you saltwater taffy before I leave, I promise you, brother, I will. Somebody make me a note that somebody please remind me when this is over to get Chef Bob saltwater taffy. It is the least I can do for you, man, for all that you do for me and all my friends that come into the Boathouse and continue to rave at not just how good the food is, but how exceptional the service is. A secret room without the smoke monster would be nice. As I finish my 5th rewatch of Lost. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I do watch stuff to fall asleep to at night, and I'm just on the tail end of season 6 on my 5th rewatch. So I've watched it once when it was live, and I'm ready to go back and watch it again. It is such. Becky's not an oyster fan. Becky, when we go to the Boathouse and you buy me lunch and dinner there, you've got to try one of the Lucky Ducks. It will make an oyster lover out of you. I promise. I promise it's that good. If not, I'll eat. Deanna Mangello, do not touch my whiteboard. I will. Don't do it. Don't do it. You should just get up. Why are you in my office? That's still sort of freaking me out. Yeah, why are you in my office? Whatever, doesn't matter. Amanda's got to the season 2 of Lost and says it's the best. Our friend's first time watching. Bring me black licorice, saltwater taffy. Black licorice. Oh, you didn't even like black licorice. What do you know? You talk about red vines as if it's real licorice. Season 2 is, for a lot of people, the best season of Lost. I know there were a couple of down episodes around 4 and 5. There was writer strike and a lot of different reasons. When Adewale left and Mr. Echo, they had to sort of change a lot of things, so I think that threw stuff off. But season 1, 2, most of 3, and a lot of season 6 are just so good. So, Christopher, I haven't seen anybody. Unfortunately, this was not a social or pleasure trip. Matthew Woolley, Springsteen or Bon Jovi? Bon Jovi. I have never been a fan of Bruce Springsteen. Sorry, Deanna Mangello. I hated the concert that you dragged me to when we were dating, or you were pregnant with Mary. No, we were married. You were pregnant with Mary, and you dragged me to that stupid concert. We had the worst seats ever. It was there. Oh my God, he went on for like 5 hours. Like, please, like, just stop and let me go home. But, yeah, so John Bon Jovi went to my high school, which I probably shouldn't have said. Brunette loves Lost. Lost is on my Mount Rushmore. Lost is far and away, for me, the best television I've ever seen. I think Seinfeld, from a sitcom perspective, was unique, and it's still very rewatchable for me. But overall TV show, I think just Lost is just brilliant screenwriting. I think Terry O'Quinn is just fantastic, especially in season 6. I'm not going to say why, but if you've seen it before, you know why. Terry O'Quinn's performance in season 6 is who he is in season 1, and season 3 and season 6 are 3 completely different people. And it's brilliant. It's brilliant. And I think Michael Emerson as Benjamin Linus gives one of the most overall best acting performances on TV, period. He's incredibly scary and haunting and deceitful as Benjamin Linus, and I love it. I've never seen a second of The West Wing. I know people say it's incredible television. Least political guy on the planet. I don't like politics. I don't need to see any more politics. So West Wing is just not on my radar. Somebody said that I should start watching Colony, and there's one other one that was just recommended to me. But again, it takes me months and months to watch TV because I only watch it late at night before I go to sleep. So that's why. I know Emerson did win an Emmy, and it's absolutely well-deserved. And I know he was also in a few other shows as well. I just haven't had a chance to see him in anything else. Pagey does freak me out. And even in season 6, when he doesn't seem like he's the same guy, he's still... The fact that he is always, even when he doesn't appear to be in control, he always is in control. The best Boathouse meal for a first-timer. You want to make up your own little seafood tower. You want the tuna poke. You want the crab and avocado, a couple of oysters. The little shrimp are like that big. You can get a wedge salad with blue cheese. I wouldn't waste your time on that because you're going to fill up on some of the bread anyway. The coriander seared tuna, the filet sliders, the lobster mac and cheese, Chef Bob, when the fish tacos were the Korean spicy, oh God, those were so good. They're still really, really good because they're so light and flaky. Chef Bob's specials are always the best. I do miss Chef Bob. If you're still here, what was that Louisiana style seafood dish that you had as a special for some time? It was some of the best food I've ever had. Oh God, I didn't even share the picture. Hi, Mangello. There is a brand new dessert, and maybe tonight I'll share the picture while I'm thinking about it. There's a brand new apple pie cheesecake dessert, which I'm taking off my glasses for effect. Which may be better than the blueberry cheesecake? I know, it's that good. Especially now with a nice cup of coffee. That apple cheesecake with the coffee and a little bit of ice cream. It's so good. It is so good. Coming from a guy not loving sweets. So when you go, ask for it. It's on the menu. It's the seafood terrabon. Oh, God, chef, you got to bring that back. It wasn't on the regular menu, I know, but it was so good. So good. So, but yeah, the new dessert is exceptional. And I'm going to get a picture up tonight to picture up tonight to prove it. Apple pecan cheesecake. That's it. So next time I go back, I'm getting Zach Brown dessert. Yeah, man, it's that good, brother. Like, and that's the thing about Boathouse. You can go there. You don't have to go for a full meal. You can go with some friends just for some drinks. You can go and get a bunch of appetizers to share, or just go and have some cocktails and dessert and sit outside or sit at some of the tables by the bar. There's, I don't know when live music is going to be coming back. The pimento cheese dip. I was there with somebody the other day, and I'm like, and had Chef Bob. Don't tell anybody else I said this. That meal that we had at the Boathouse for lunch the other day, for my lunch meeting, was possibly the best meal I've ever had there. I said to the person I was with, I'm like, you've got to try this pimento cheese dip. She loved it so much. I'm like, you should take it home. She's like, oh, I'm going to. And she did, because it's that good. The pimento cheese dip and the house-made salsa is outstanding. It is outstanding. And yes, I'm getting text messages about, all of a sudden, a lot of people want to get together. Funny, they want to go to the Boathouse. I wonder why. Chef Bob, do we get a discount if Lou sent? Listen, it's funny because some people will go and say, Lou sent me. And servers will be like, oh, yeah, Lou, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes they do nice things. Sometimes they're like, who is Lou and why did he send you? So I apologize if that's happened to you, but so there is no wrong with the Boathouse. Melanie Jones, it's true. I've never had anything there that I haven't really enjoyed. And sometimes you're like, oh, why would you go to Boathouse and get filet? The filet sliders are so good. Oh, Chef Bob. Okay, so now you can say it. I didn't want to. Dueling Pianos Friday and Saturday starting this week. It sounds like I need to make plans to come to the Boathouse soon. Maybe to check out said Dueling Pianos. Maybe this weekend, because why not? I'll text you. So we'll see. Because I need to come, and this way I can just show people what the Dueling Pianos and the ice cream and the tuna and some of the other things absolutely look like. So table for one, please. just want to really make Deanna infuriated. Just say table for one. So let's see. I asked if my WDW Radio Magic Band was a new limited edition. Oh, I was asked if it was a new limited edition Magic Band. I mean, Alexis, I guess it technically is. Deanna's going with or without me. That's usually, yeah, that's fine. Beth is not a fish girl. There's a lot. That's the thing. Like, you hear Boathouse, there's so much. The steaks, it's a Gibson steakhouse, a Gibson Chicago steakhouse. So the steaks are arguably some of, if not the best you're going to find on property. Filet sliders. There's a lot to eat. That's. Do you have a new pick of the week? I honestly, Amanda, I haven't even thought about it. I know the pick of this week was Treasure Planet. I was not expecting to not be home and be able to talk about it. So I'm going to give you an extra week to watch Treasure Planet. So Beatrice is totally going for Dueling Pianos I'm so excited about live music. I dig you. I dig it. If there's another reason to go to Boathouse, that is definitely going to be it. So, Stephen Schmidt says, I'll make it a table for 3 if you join me and my wife. I would love to. Don't know, again, my schedule, a little, kooky and crazy, but sorry, I'm getting a text that I have to address here. So, Brittany says, I love eating at the Boathouse. I always get something I like, and I really don't even like seafood. Wait, let me go back. Lou, oops. My band, drinking the Poland string. Yeah, it's what my mom had in the house. So I am eating and drinking her water out of house and home, as it were. But Joe DuPont, I am still in Jersey. I am going to still have a little bit more, and by a little bit more, I mean a lot more to do tonight before I have to head out and head home tomorrow. I'll be back again. And again, my apologies. The plan was to take you to the boardwalk. I drove to the boardwalk twice just to make sure. I was like, I went once. I'm like, oh, is it really closed? I'm like, no, it can't be closed. It's got to be open. So I drove back again, and I walked up to the boardwalk, and it was pitch black, like Martell's, Tiki Bar, arcades, everything. Psst, nada. As no bueno. Sad face, emoji, tear, scrolling down my eye, because I really wanted a cheesesteak. I wanted you to see a cheesesteak, but I wanted to take you to the boardwalk and just see what the Jersey boardwalk looked like. I stopped there on Saturday just to get myself something to eat on the way back from Pennsylvania. And there wasn't a lot of people there, but the boardwalk was open. But obviously they have very, very limited hours. Remember, depending on where you are in the States, New Jersey is not quite as open as places like Florida are. So it's a Wednesday night. It's October. A lot of things still closed. Even this morning, going out trying to get a bagel, I went to 2 places that were not open, which was incredibly frustrating, but was all worth it in the end because I found a place that had pork roll, egg, and cheese on a bagel with hash browns. So it all works out. It always works out in the end, right? So when I come back, I promise I will take you. So Christopher Gagnon went to Seaside. So Seaside is where I went to when I was a kid, and then when I was single, it was sort of the place that you went to hang out. But I think Point Pleasant is such a nice, family-friendly place to come. I think there's stuff for adults to do, for teenagers and young people to come, like whether you go to Martell's or Jenks, and there's a lot for kids to do. My kids loved coming here and going on rides with my parents, and there's kiddie rides, and there's older people rides, and there's arcades. And when I was here the other day, I just took a walk up and down the boardwalk, and it brought back a lot of good memories. It also brought back the cheesesteak, which I'm still so sad. So Kate says, we're only at 25% indoor. Yeah, so it definitely feels like, in terms of where they are, sort of, I don't want to say behind Florida, but I mean behind Florida, just in terms of the timing of how they're opening things. So Joe DuPont, I went to Wildwood a few times when I was younger, a little bit farther down than Point Pleasant, but I've really, ever since my parents bought this place, I've really come to love Point Pleasant. We're a little bit farther down the beach than the boardwalk, but it's a 1-minute drive, or you can even walk from here. So, and the beach is beautiful. Water's freezing. Definitely not like Florida. Certainly not like the Gulf, but it's nice. But I'm looking forward to getting back home. So I'm going to be curious to see what the TSA guidelines are in terms of how many cheesesteaks I can bring in my carry-on. I don't know if there's any sort of federal regulation or state regulation, but I'm going to bring as many cheesesteaks and bagels as I possibly can. Kevin Cooper, I watched the Action Park, the documentary on HBO Plus, and because I went there as a kid, once, maybe twice. It was very much a death zone. It did not give you a sense of safety and security when you went to class action park in Verona, New Jersey. So I've been to Ocean City before. Seaside is nice in the daylight. Gets sketchy at night. Yeah, so it is. Seaside is where I used to go, out with friends when I was younger. Becky, don't make fun of how you say, listen, it's not mozzarella, it's mozzarella, right? It's not capicola, it's gabagool. So, especially when you're and today I had to meet with, I've been meeting with different people along the way. Like, he was such, the typical, Jersey guy. It's like he came off it's like he came off a TV sitcom, sort of the stereotypical Jersey guy. But yeah, I should have gone to Joe Leone's and gotten a really good Italian sandwich from there. Maybe I'll grab one tomorrow on the way to the airport. That might be the play right there. So, but Florida is my home. It's always felt more like home than anywhere for me. And JT has Galamad. It's right. So it's funny. Becky didn't understand. She's like, "What are the words coming out of your mouth?" It's like, it says capicola. I'm like, no, it's gabagool. It's mozzarella. And she's like, "Becky, how do you spell mozzarella? M-U-T-S-Z a day. Right? No. So a Taylor ham sandwich. Oh God, the pork. Maybe the pork roll I had today was so good and so filling. I blew right by lunch and didn't even give it a second thought because it was that thick and the bagel was super huge. It was insanely good. It was insanely good. So that is what. Listen, I say it all the time. That's the only thing I've missed from New Jersey. I know I have family a little bit farther up north, but they come down and visit. JT Moss, ricotta. It's not ricotta. It's rigot. R-U-got. Rigot. That's exactly how you say it. So, right. It's not a U-turn. You bang it right. You bang a Yui. And Becky doesn't understand, right? When she came here years ago for a meet that we did in Jersey, she said, "Why can't you make left turn? Why do you have to go right? It's like watching cars. Why do you have to go right to go left? Because you got to do a jug handle. You can't make a left because it's Jersey. You can't make a left turn because you take your life in your own hands." Yeah, I don't miss the Jersey attitude. Even when I go to the bagel place, I'm so nice and friendly. He's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" When the guy yelled at me that I had to wait outside for my bagel, I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "No, you got to wait outside. I'll call you when your bagel's ready." So that's a bad impression. It doesn't matter. You don't even know who I'm talking about. So a lot of traffic circles. Matthew Woolley, Galamad. Right, it's not calamari. It's not calamari. What is calamari? It's galamad. So you cannot... you cannot make a left turn. But I will tell you, I have a bag full of bagels still in the refrigerator, and some scallion cream cheese, and I had one yesterday, and God, so good. I never knew what capicola was called. It was called gabagool. Right. So if you try and order gabagool, Gabagool, in any other state, they're going to have no idea what you're talking about. I think you can only buy gabagool in New Jersey and some parts of New York. So it's very much a New York, New Jersey. Gail says, bring pork roll and bagels home. I thought about bringing bagels home. Maybe I will. I'll see how much room I have in my bag. I'm bringing a lot of stuff back, and it's Spirit Airlines, so, be understanding. But it's been worth it. Galamad, right? Becky, you got it. I don't like your spelling. Gal, it's not Galamad, but it's if you phonetically say it that way, it's the same thing. Supersad, right? It's not soprasada. It's supersad. Scott Sanders, my scallion cream cheese with my onion bagel, so good, so good. It's definitely the food that I miss. So yeah, I have to get one more cheesesteak tonight before I go. So Zach Brown, never listen hungry. Never listen hungry, man. The conversation will always it will always turn to food, especially when somebody like Tacey Atkinson is watching, who comes from the great nation of Canada, also known as Canada, where poutine was invented. God, the poutine up there is so good. Like, yes, they have poutine in Florida, but it's not the same as getting in Canada. I walked what felt like 1,000,000 miles, not for one of your smiles. I walked 1,000,000 miles when I spoke in Toronto years ago to this place that everybody's like, you've got to go to this poutine place, this little poutinery. I couldn't get a cab. It started raining. I didn't care. It was worth the walk. It was like 17 blocks, which in Canadian is like 8 blocks, but with the trend, but it was absolutely worth it. So JT Moss, it's not prosciutto, it's prosciutto. 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 P-H-R-U, prosciutto. Z-H-O-O-T. Prosciutto. So Allison, you get what disco fries. So disco fries and poutine are two vastly different things, right? So here's the deal. Oh God. Oh my God. There's a diner down the street. Do I really go to a diner? I don't have time. I don't have time to go and have a sit-down meal tonight. So here's the deal. So disco fries are only served between the hours of like 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. when you leave the disco, Hunka Bunka Ballroom in Sayreville, New Jersey, for example. And they're steak fries. So poutine normally is thin fries, like thinly sliced, like julienne fries. These are steak fries with brown gravy and cheese on top. In Canada, the way poutine is, it has gravy, but it's cheese curds. More importantly, they're squeaky cheese. Regular cheese curds, pale in comparison, they actually have to squeak when you eat them. And they're sort of like little balls of cheesy goodness, and when you bite it, squeak, like it makes a little squeak sound. And that with the gravy and the fries, so good. But late night, Hunka Bunka Ballroom, I'm just going to leave it there. God, now I want late night. Now I want late night disco fries. And there's a diner on Route 88 that's like 5 minutes from here. They could very easily go to. Good night, everybody. Okay, that would be rude. But I'm going to say goodnight in a few minutes, and I can neither confirm nor deny what I might be eating. So I'll post a photo, if I can remember. I'll post a photo in the group of my bagel from this morning. Oy vey, it was delicious. It was just so good. Hunka Bunka turned into the Starland Ballroom. Wow. I spent many a night, and usually sad, lonely nights, but light nights nonetheless, at Hunka Bunka Ballroom in, was it Route 9 in Sayreville? Right, because you had to go off 35, I think, to disco fries. Wait, Becky says, disco fries, jug handles, What country are you from? I'm from America. This is, diners have that's right, you can't eat inside. Oy vey, well, that just made the decision for me. If I can't eat at a Jersey diner, which if you've never been to a Jersey diner before, many of them are operated by Greek families, and the menu is about 37 pages long. Everything from breakfast to oysters Rockefeller to pork chops to steak to fish, you name it, they've got it. And about 700 different types of desserts in the little spinning tray things, as well as, oh God, there's a lot of, if you've ever had like moussaka, and I love like the grape leaves with the rice inside. I don't know it's so good. Melanie says I can eat inside. I can? Oh, well, now I don't have time. I don't have time. Do not distract me from the task at hand. There's a lot of stuff. Oy vey. there's a lot of stuff I still got to do, and I got to get to. Next time I come back, we'll go live from a diner, and I promise I will take you to the United States of America, except for New Jersey, which is its own diner. So Melanie says you can eat in the diners here now. They're limited. Yeah, but again, a lot of stuff here is not open too. So I cannot be disappointed again tonight and go. So I'm gonna find Pat's. Hopefully Pat's is still open. And the Edison Diner on Oak Tree Road. I had many a meal there, many a lunch there with my dad, and we were practicing law together. Very, very nice people there too. There was always very nice people. So, so that's it. So this is where I am. This is what I do. And once again, the conversation has, you can order online and pick it up. Well, now you got me thinking again. What is it? The OB Diner? Is that the one here in Point Pleasant? I don't know. I might need a cheesesteak. If I'm going down, I'm going to go down hard before I go. And we'll see. So, Andy, I have been to Harold's Deli. And actually, when we did the event in, I don't remember. It was 2013. 2013, we did the event. We actually had a meetup. MEET and MEAT, a meetup in Harold's Deli, and people were amazed at just how huge the sizes of, because the eclairs are like this big, and the pastrami. Oh God, how did I not get a pastrami? I'm stopping at Joe Leone's tomorrow, getting a pastrami sandwich before I go home on a really good rye with mustard. I'm going to eat it on a plate. No, I can't eat it on a plane. Can I? Doesn't matter. I'm going to get it anyway. I'll figure it out. So, all right. I need to figure out not only what I want to eat, but I got to tackle the rest of the stuff in this house because tomorrow morning is going to come super, super early. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for caring the way that you do. Thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for putting a smile on my face tonight. You are always a bright light in my life, and I look forward to Wednesdays more than any other. I look forward to Wednesdays more than I looked forward to my pork roll, egg, and cheese on an onion bagel with salt, pepper, ketchup, and hash browns this morning, which is saying a lot. So I promise next week I'm going to get back on track, get the show back up. In the meantime, do me a favor, right? If you love me, and I know that you do, and if you love this community, go pick any episode. Go pick an episode of the show that you like. Go back in the archives. Start scrolling through the all-new WDWRadio.com because it's easier to browse now. Pick an episode and share it out somewhere. Not just internally on our group or in our page, but to other groups that you belong to, on your profile, on the Twitter, on Instagram stories. Tag me anywhere if you do it, and help spread the word, help choose the good. And thank you for being you, and thank you for, honestly, this sounds so lame, but it's true. Thank you for being my friend. Don't think it goes unnoticed and unappreciated. So I love you. You are the best. Be good, stay safe, and I promise I will see you soon. Boathouse, Chef Bob, I'm coming for you. I love you guys. Good night. I have no closing title card. This is so, no, you hang up first. Love you guys.